our taxpayers to give it back. There are other ways to do that than through changing up our, all of our different tax rates and things. I still wish we would have done the plan 2 years ago to just send checks back to people, but that's not going to happen either. So I am hopeful that the final plan that we send to the governor will impact the middle class as well, because what we've seen coming through on these single rates, would have only saved middle income levels 2 figures. And then you don't start seeing the big savings until you're making $1 million a year, and they're saving more than the lower income levels are even making a year. That's not a good tax policy. That's not a good way. That's very regressive. So I think that we always have to, and I will tell you, Representative Woodard is always looking out for renters in these plans. So I hope we can get something in there that will save all of us and not just a select few.
I agree with everything that Representative Hoy said, and I would also support some kind of a tax plan for renters. And I think, we're having such a hard time just getting anything through right now. It's not likely that we could add anything in there for renters, but, in the future, absolutely. And my district is, if you just look and go through the district, my district is filled with apartment, people that live in apartments, duplexes, all rental type of properties. And it is something that we have to always keep in the forefront. Thank you, whoever asked that question. Thank you for asking it. Keep asking it so that we can remember. Representative Woodard lives in an apartment, so he always remembers too. But that is something that we have to continue to remember and not forget.
State your views on a cost of living adjustment for capers. Has the state paid their share into this fund?
I support a cost of living adjustment for capers. We haven't been able to get that done. I will tell you, if you're a capers retiree, I have a bill that is made it all the way through the House, all the way through the Senate committee, and should be going to the Senate floor this week. And it will, it's a working after retirement bill. So if you do go back to work as a capers retiree right now, anything you make over $25,000 has a 30% assessment. So this would increase that threshold up to $40,000. It would also eliminate that assessment for if you go back to work for a community and developmental disabilities organization to work with the intellectual and developmental disabilities community. And it for our retired law enforcement, it bumps that up too. So I'm hoping that if we have this capers bill and it goes to conference, maybe they'll look at some other things. But for now, they didn't want to add a cost of living adjustment in there. But I know just from hearing whispers around the floor that there is bipartisan support to do that. We just haven't had leadership okay it to get it to a vote. So hoping that we can get it done. A lot of this will depend on how the election goes this year.
Yes. The citizens have spoken. Are there still parties trying to restrict abortion?
Yes, we've had in Fenn State, well, you're going to want to hear it for both of us fully on this one because both of us are on committees where abortion bills come through. And the two that we had in Fenn State this year, one is to